Are awaiting a rocket launch at NASA Wallops Island's flight facility on the eastern shore of Virginia. Now, there's currently one little issue. The range has to be clear of all boats and aircraft. And unfortunately, one pilot this morning has decided he wants to venture into that zone. So the launch, which was slated for 7:37, is on a hold momentarily. They have about a 5-minute window to launch this rocket. It's an Antares rocket that launches supplies up to the International Space Station. Those supplies include food, clothing, and of course experiments for the astronauts on board the space station. Now, this rocket launch takes about 7 minutes to get up to space. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing coming across Twitter right now is that the aircraft in the zone is going to be there all the way through this launch window. So unfortunately, NASA, erring on the side of safety, deciding to scrub this launch or cancel this launch for today in an effort to, of course, ensure safety. Now, it was back in 2014 where a rocket launched from Wallops Island Flight Facility on the eastern shore and unfortunately encountered a malfunction of one of the engines. That actually caused the rocket to fall back towards the pad, and it exploded in a spectacular explosion. Look it up on YouTube. It's pretty crazy video. But unfortunately, that damaged the pad and, of course, caused a large fire. And that's the reason they have to have these ranges clear. They want to make sure that everything is clear, everything is safe, and in the event of some type of failure, whether it's in orbit or whether it's in the sky or they're on the pad, everything will go okay. There's actually a flight termination system on the rocket. So let's say the rocket launched and something went wrong with it. They can actually push a button and blow it up in order to ensure the safety, make sure it doesn't go haywire or go wonky or go anywhere else it's not supposed to go. So unfortunately, the rocket launch we were trying to show you this morning from the eastern shore of Virginia scrubbed due to a wayward airplane in the launch zone. What you see there on the bottom, that is some of the fuel that is now being vented off of the rocket because they're not going to use it today. That rocket holds about 41,000 gallons of liquid oxygen and around 21,000 gallons of rocket-grade kerosene, launching about 3 tons of cargo up to the ISS, or was supposed to launch about 3 tons of cargo up to the ISS a little bit later on this morning. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to show you that this morning, but we'll try to get you the video if and when they decide to launch it here in a little bit. Hopefully in the coming days or maybe a little bit later this morning they'll be able to do that, but not right now thanks to a wayward aircraft in the launch zone. Now what we are going to show you is my full weather forecast. We'll talk about some colder weather that is on the way. We'll also talk about the potential for a warm-up as we go into the middle of the week and also start to look ahead to that Thanksgiving forecast. I'll have all that coming up in my full forecast here once we return.